your messages first before you do that?
I'm already on, Debbie. Don't be swearing, Debbie.
Yeah. I wonder, it's probably the same thing we're seeing. We're seeing like a bunch of fish right there.
Yeah, it's right here.
Alright, this is, I think, what he's picking up right here. Alright? It's a lot of something.
Yes, it should be touching the ground, you know.
That looks like a car.
So what we're going to do here is, looks like we're in an uptrend right now. And the question becomes, you know, how long? Right now it's 9:36. They often will reverse it.
Jump off of, I mean, this is the first turnout right here. I mean, if you're hauling ass to come down that. It looks like a long, low profile old car. Someone from, could have been, the first turnout. Yeah. There's a guardrail right there. It stops, so it stops.
Yeah, right there.
Straight through there.
That's good. So what we're showing here is it, you know, definitely took off at the open, and they're about ready to, I guess, put it down because it looks like that's what they're going to do. So we have one, and we're going to sell one, I guess. So if you're looking at another platform, you know, this here will show that it's really going up and down. And I think I'm on 5 minute here as it is. So let's make this the 1 minute chart. And, you know, we're going to see where we're at with this. Okay, so you see that? So usually at, you know, between 9:37, 9:35, and 9:45, they're going to drive this down and collect all these orders here. So I'm going to just simply say sell one, or should I, you know? And that's the issue, is do we really know? So it looks like they're just going to take off. Okay, so now they're going to sell, right? So we're going to sell, okay. Okay, so now they're going to reverse it again. We're down 13, 14, because they are going to keep moving up, it looks like. Even though that looks like they're going, you know, that this is the nature of it. It's up and down all around, right? Hot lot of volatility, and the question is, are we on the correct side of the volatility? You know? So we're down $5 right here. Now we're down 3. Now we're up $3. High volatility here. Okay, now we're hitting $12, but we're on a second candle here. So I'm going to flatten it at about $6, and it'll probably will go down again. You know, the question becomes, do we really know? I mean, there's always the question of what's going to happen next, you know, and you're trying to decide that. Let me fix my curtain back here. All right. So is it going to go up right away again? You know. So on another platform here, I'm drawing strat lines, and so you know we're kind of like in the middle of the strat here. Okay, now it looks like it might move up. Again, we don't know. What we're saying is it looks like we're starting in the middle here and it's ranging, but because of the volatility, what will happen, right, is they will sweep down or sweep up, and they being market makers, big players, they'll sweep up, sweep down, and they'll collect all of the people on the other side, the other traders, and that would be you and me. So that's what that's what would happen. And one of the things, you know, I'm trading a beta test account, and what's happening is Wealthcharts Association is associated now. looks like with Apex Funded Trading. And so what's occurring there is they're giving us an opportunity to continue to practice with their platform as a beta tester. So if they still have that as an opening, I recommend you do that, because then you start to learn how to use the account. Okay, so I'm going to, at this point, right, one of the things we got to remember to do, because I've been kind of forgetting to do it, is you see where it says MNQZ4 on the trade copier. You got to make sure that it actually does say that. It doesn't seem apparently obvious to do that, because if you don't have it, then it won't perform multiple orders. Okay, that could be your intention. Could be to do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy. And then down below here, hope you can see it. See that? It says successfully order. Orders placed successfully, 20 out of 20. Okay? And we're up 98 cents. Now we're down a buck. Okay, but I want to flatten this up because we're at the high and it'll probably go down next, I guess. Okay, we flattened. It went up $11. But on another platform, and in this one too, it jarred downward. Okay? So we're breaking up out of the highs, it looks like, and I don't trust it at all. So I'm going to buy one here on another platform, and usually they're sweeping this down, and I'm curious as to what they're going to do at around 9:45. Right now it's like 9:42. Okay, and I don't even want to see where it says accounts here. Right here. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to change this to not trading the copiers. Okay. So my lead is the first one becomes your lead. This 0-1, right? So that's always going to get traded. So I'm going to trade now, but what's going to happen is I'm going up with the feeling that this is going to drop here pretty soon. And the thing is it could just take off and just keep going, and then we lose the opportunity with these other accounts here, meaning the copy accounts. However, if it drops violently downward, it means then we also didn't lose on all of these accounts. Okay, so we're up $12, right? 13. Okay, so it's like saying the sky's the limit. It appears, it just literally just took off. Okay. So it's going to hit 9:43 in a moment here. So I'm going to actually just flatten it and see what it does. Okay, we were up $23 there. Okay, and I'm flattening it because it's changing the time. It's 9:44 now and 8 seconds. Here we have this. Okay, so there it momentarily went down, but it looks like it's going to continue its climb upward. So I'm going to buy again, and I'm hesitant. Is it just because you're going to see me go in and out as the candle time closes. We got about 30 seconds before this closes, and it's not going. At this point, it didn't go up like this, right? So the volatility is, or the upward movement is slowing down. However, I'm talking about the rate. It looks like, but the point is, okay. So now I'm going to just simply reverse here. Am I going to reverse? Okay, I'm going to flatten. So we collected 20 there. I did not reverse, okay? But I did flatten. Right now it's 8:45 and 16 9:45 and 16 seconds. And what we're doing is we're consistently trying to make judgments on this this big move. Okay, so. I'm gonna turn off that TV there, turn it down, I guess. Okay, so we turn that down a little bit. Okay, so we're now dropping, so I'm going to say sell the market, and I'm going to do accounts here, right? I'm going to say sell too, and I'm going to say sell here as well, okay? And my guess is it's going to go down here. And because I have all of these, right, my guess is it's going up again. We got to get out pretty soon because it's going to, you know, it all. Sometimes what will occur is it'll be a fake out. Okay, so we're losing $8 on every account. Okay, it's going down. So it's really not going down up and down enough to make a difference. So I'm going to flatten this as soon as I can with a, you know, with us making a little bit here. All right, there's $8, $9 we made, and I'm going to exit. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's not enough down move to see that it's going up. That's the reason why right there. Okay, so now we're at 947, but now it's going down, and I'm comfortable with that. But I'm going to just simply do the lead account, and I'm going to sell just the lead account here, one micro. Okay, I mean, sure, it might drop really big, but you know, it could potentially go up up higher and reverse really big too, because it's such a big move up right here. Basically, this could be a small dip before it resumes the upward trend here. Okay. All right. So this time I'm going to let it go past probably. Okay, nope. It looks like it's going to go up. I'm just going to flatten the account. We lost. You know, it looks like we're losing $13, $11, right? So are they going to, you know, it's ranging right now, and I'm questioning, should I just stay in this and wait for it to go down a little? Okay, it went down a little, but it didn't go down enough. I'm still down $13. Okay. All right, now I'm down 12. Still down 13, 12. So my concern is it's going to pop upward, and then I'm going to, you know, not lose 11 or 12. I might lose 50 or 60. So it looks like it's still going down, though. I'm still at 13. The pricing didn't change. Okay, so now I'm at 22, right? I'm going to flatten this, and I am going to buy. And I'm going to buy here. And I'm actually going to I'm down 13 because I bought there. So what we're going to do is you know, when we wonder, we shouldn't really be in, but I'm in with really super small size, and that's the saving grace of this. All right, so I'm going to reverse. Okay, I'm going to exit, sell, and this time I'm going to actually sell again, and I'm going to sell 5 of these, and I'm in my copier account, and I'm just selling. Okay, and we're going to find out if it keeps going down. Okay. All right. So in all accounts, it's $44 or thereabout. So I'm going to flatten my accounts right now. I'm flattening around 17. Okay. And there we go with that. Okay. So now I'm going to do the copier accounts, and I'm going to get rid of the group. I'm just going to have one account, and that's it. Okay. So what's going on here is that the bulls are trying to take over again, and indeed they probably will succeed at that. Okay, are they going to succeed now? But because they can really just drive this down right now. Okay, meaning the market makers. So I'm not in. Okay, And I'm not in because this is where, you know, the reversal could happen and it could drop like this again. It could also go up. So because it can go up and down pretty quickly here at the open, then what I'm doing is just not staying in the market right now. Okay, so we have two candles going up, it looks like, but they're fighting to go up. And my concern about it, or my thinking is, you know, they're just going to probably drop this. Okay. Okay. So the wicks look like they're trying to climb at this point. We have one wick higher than the other wick, one close higher than the other close. You know, one could say it's going to climb back up this candle, but it's a slow grind up. Is it going to go up past that? It might pop upward. But right now we're in this range where, you know, we don't know. Okay, so I'm going to actually sell here. Should I sell here 5? Okay, and I'm only on one account here. Let's go back to one micro, and it's only one of the accounts. I'm not doing trade copying right now. Okay, so it's a slow grind up. Again, it's just trying. So right now it's 9:52, and the question becomes: is, you know, this is pretty long that it just didn't go up or down. Usually about 9:45 to 9:48, you can pretty much tell. Now it looks like it's just going to go up, but the grind is harsh to live through. All right, so here we go. It's going to drop. It looks like I'm actually going to sell here. One, I'm going to sell one, and we're going to see if it pops back up again, because there might not be enough to show enough to. Okay, so it did go by $5 or thereabout. So I'm going to flatten this at $10. I'm going to flatten that. The other account that was at 70. Okay. So what we're trying to do here, right, is remain calm. I know that's hard to do. Remaining calm is one of those traits that you just have to keep working on. And one of the things that will happen is that as you try to remain calm, you end up with sometimes becoming complacent. And complacency is not the same thing. When you start being calm and then also complacent, you start to then show yourself as appearing to be uncaring, and you catch yourself at some point going, oh my gosh, I'm screwing up. Okay, so I'm going to sell here, and I'm going to sell here as well, and I have the copy accounts on. Okay, so I did 20 accounts and I'm selling, hoping it's going to look good. Okay, so I've got 16. I'm going to flatten this right now at 10. Okay, and my other, I'm going to flatten this at 7. Okay, so it broke beyond these numbers here, the bottom. And then the question becomes, well, what are we looking at here? Well, I'm going to definitely, at this point, I clicked on the button where it says accounts on the copier, and I'm not trading the whole account now, okay? But I am going to sell, and I'm going to see what happens when I sell, because it's going down through the cloud here. But nevertheless, it's about ready to change the other direction probably. I don't know, but I'm going to flatten this out right here, I assume. Because I'm flattening it out because we're hitting a level here. Is it going to keep going down? Is it going to break through the level? Okay, it actually broke through that level. That's great. But see, it's such a grind. I'm only up at like $4, $5 here, but it's going to, looks like it's going to drop now. There's 15, right? So I'm going to flatten this point. I'm going to exit this one as well. Okay. And are we just going to keep going down? So we're going to find out. I'm going to just simply sell one. Or should I? You know, because we could bounce off this cloud here. and then we're going to be, mistaken on that. If I'm going short, but it's going down. Okay, so it looks like it's trying to go up. Now the question becomes: is this the reversal here? That it's going to continue the upward trend? The question becomes: should we just get out? Okay, because it already moved up through here already. And should we call it a day? So it didn't go down through this cloud yet, so I'm going to make the assumption that it's going to go down through the cloud at some point. Is it going to go down through this cloud at this time? And that's the great question we're trying to answer here. So I want to make sure I don't have my accounts all on. I turned all my accounts off. I'm just going to trade one account. Okay, I'm going to actually buy one here. I'm going to buy one here too. We're going to say, okay, so is this going to drop or not? Alright, so it's not really much volatility happening, much price movement happening here. They're trading shares, and then the question becomes, is it going to pop up? It did pop, okay. So I'm going to flatten right there, yep, with about $5, okay. Now, is this going to continue to reverse upward, continue its move up? We're wondering, aren't we? So, when we draw a channel here, it would show that it's just simply going down. Alright, so it looks like they're taking off again. So I'm going to do accounts here. I'm going to buy one, buy, and we're going to find out if it holds, okay? Because this is where we can really be wrong. Okay, so I was already up 7, 8. Okay, up. Okay, it's half past the minute. And the question is, are we going to keep going up? All right, I'm up $11 on all the accounts. So I'm exiting, okay? And so I'm going to turn off the accounts again. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to accidentally miss that. For me personally, it's probably better to not be in the market with all those accounts and at any one time. So are we resuming this upward trend again? I just don't know. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to do one, and I'm going to buy here, I guess. This is like iffy. See how I didn't buy and it's going down, but it could still go up? Like this could be the reversal. We're in the process of reversing back to the upside, perhaps. I'm a little surprised that we didn't have a big drop, so we still might be waiting for the drop to happen. So we're going down again, it looks like. And because of that drop going down, I'm going to just simply sell one because it's pretty significant, and maybe it'll hold. Maybe it'll keep dropping, is what I'm saying. So no, it's not continuing to drop. Well, it is now. We've got, but it's only within $1 range right now, and I'm probably. Now it's $11 on the bad side, so to speak. Should I reverse? Part of me just wants to hold on to this right now. But I need to just get out. That's what's going to happen here. So this is one, and it's showing that it's still, up and down really, even though it's a $7. Now it's $2 loss. Now I'm up by $3 almost. Is it going to hold? Now I'm down by $3, right? So these guys are just ranging. They basically are. This is perfect perfect example of us not belonging in here. So I'm going to, make an effort not to trade all the accounts. Okay? So we're short 4, but okay, now we dropped quite a bit there. Okay, we're at 20. We're going to flatten. We're at 16. Okay? So yeah, if, there was no way to know if it was, in my mind, if it was going to just drop like that. Well, yeah, there was. But the point is, it could have went the other way too. Okay? And then we end up with losing a chunk of money if we would have had all the accounts in. Okay, so we're below the cloud at this point, and the question becomes, are we going to stay below the cloud, or is it going to, going to reverse here? Okay, so we're always wondering some more what's going to happen. And the idea behind it is we're attempting to do this and maintain some kind of sanity. Okay, so if we look here, right, if this drops like to this here, it might reverse at that point. Okay, or something close to it. It's a good halfway down the cloud here. Okay, so we're guessing that it's trying to drop now. So I'm going to just simply sell. Nope, I didn't hit the button because it looks like it's going up again. So I'm not going to trade all the accounts because it's too rangy right now, I think. But it's ranging downward. Nevertheless, it's not dropping hard yet. Dear Lord, right? So yeah, this is definitely rangy right now. So one of the things that you're going to find in listening to probably what is a good idea is waiting for price action to go above, 21,905, okay? And really, if we look at this, right, we could really look at the idea of looking at these time frames. Like here's the hour time frame, okay? So we're already showing that in the recent past we're as high as we've been, okay? And so the question becomes, are we looking to, go down more? Right now, it looks like it's climbing back up through this candle, is what it looks like it's going to happen with the hour time frame. We just don't know. We're still in the middle of the ranging hour. The hour before, it was, up past 21,906, okay? So if we can be at 21,910, then we're probably, in a better position to say that the market's moving up or down or what have you, So the minutes, let's look at the 5-minute. So there was a drop there, okay? And in the 1 minute here that we're on, I mean the 5-minute, it looks like it's going to drop down through this cloud coming up. So yeah, so I'm going to sell here. I'm going to put accounts here, and I'm actually going to say it already hit the cloud, right? So I'm questioning if, okay, I'm going to sell here, okay? And I'm doing all the accounts here. So I'm down 7, but I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this to 1 minute and see what grief I'm experiencing. Okay, so it's going up on the 1 minute, which I didn't want it to be doing, but on the 5-minute, it looks like it's going to be going down. So I'm literally, working with the probability that this is going to drop again with all these accounts. And God, I'm now losing $7 per account. That's $140. Now I'm losing 3. So I'm looking forward to flattening this, believe me. We're down 7 again. Now we're down a buck or two. I don't know if you can see that here, but that number's showing up right here. Okay, all right. We're flattening at $16. Okay? So what are we doing for today, right? We're not 100%, but I'm going to get rid of the accounts and just have one account here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to look and view everything here. The portfolio. Okay, so we're up $94 or thereabout in some of the accounts. Other accounts we're up 88. You know. So yeah, so we're up $97 to $87 in these accounts is what it looks like, okay? I mean 88. We're averaging out about $87, I think. Okay? So that's great for the day, so to speak. And we're just simply trying to consistently not screw up is kind of like how it works. Okay? Okay, we're going to move this down. Now here we drop down through the cloud, right? And so, you know, it really looks like we should be dropping. I have one, and I'm going to just sell it. And that one that I'm selling is just on the regular account, okay? One account. And we're just watching this just drop down through on one account, okay? So we're up $12 there, and it's starting to move back up, so I'm going to actually flatten at 10. Okay, so is it going to move down some more? Probably. Okay, so the question becomes, is it going to drop lower? Or is this where it's going to reverse a little? So it looks like it's dropping, right? So it's 908, right? Are they going to reverse it at 910? You know. So they're moving it up. I'm going to buy. And it's just one. I'm not doing the accounts because this could just be ranging too, and it could also just drop. So we're up and down within a buck, right? Okay, so we were flattening it around $10, $11, right? It is moving up through. The question is this where it stops, you know? So here we're past that line, right? They call this a buy zone line on this chart. And then is this where it's going to reverse at? You know, we're about halfway. Here are these little boxes here. I forget what they're called. But up here, I don't remember how to get the names up here, but oh, there they are. So that's so when we look at this, right, that's the champion trend. That one, this here is called a champion trend. The range breaker is this one. I don't know what the range breaker is. I don't see it. Okay. The breakout forecaster. So these little marks here are called breakout forecasters. Okay. And so we're hitting a point here where it might break out from where it broke out before, okay? And we go, hey, is that going to really happen? Let's find out. We're going to play that, right? And we are, but this is where it could literally fail. Because we're going to go back up through this line, one guesses, but we don't know, you know. But if it goes back up through here, then I'm going to say that, okay, at this point, I'm going to buy with the accounts, okay? And I'm guessing, you know, if this fails here, then I have to get out quick. All right, so we're up $5, $6 on all of these. Okay, there's $8, I'm flattening, okay? And it did go up, which is awesome. But I got out, now it's dropping down, back down through here, okay? So as it approached it, you know, it doesn't mean it won't continue its climb up, but I don't want to experience the drop here, okay? So here we are at 10:11, right? And it looks like they want to go back up through, okay? And I'm just going to buy one. And the reason I'm doing that is because when you're up, and how much, you know, is this going to be the breakout upward? I want to see this come down again, right? Okay, let's flatten this because it didn't go up as high as I'd like it to go up, okay? So do you see how it's wavering right here? It went droop, 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 okay? Now it's going up again, but the point I'm making is we just don't know what the heck's going to happen. We have an indication here. I wonder what that's called. Is that the... Wait, is that part of the champion? Okay. So they're telling us we entered this sell zone here, I guess, but here's this IRB tracker, right? That red, those red dots, red arrows, okay? See them? So they're saying here that potentially this could be a sell zone. Earlier they were just saying that, okay? When you see that. And really what this comes down to is, are you going to be able to I think it's going to break out. Okay, I'm not listening to it, but I'm only doing one. Okay, because this is where it's going up through here, and then this is another breakout zone right here. Okay, so I failed, right? We're down $11, right? But we're going to see if it reverses again. Okay, so they're going to range right here pretty good. But I wonder if they're going to range upward a little that I can get out, right? Okay, $4 there. We're down 7. We're actually down $7 here, down 4 now. But now it says it's a buy signal once again, and we're into a buy zone, right? But we're still showing, you know, I bought poorly. We're down $9, $10, but it's on just the one account, the lead account, which I'm not trading the copier. But it looks like it'll go up. Is this where it's going to break upward and outward? You know, we're basically going through a zone over here. Here, you see this? We're going through this here price action. We guess. We don't know if we are going through it, okay? Successfully, because it might reverse here. So yeah, it's dropping. I already lost $22. And I'm going to simply, I'm going to actually reverse this again. Reverse, and I'm going to actually buy 5. Okay? And this is all in one account here. Okay? So this is where we end up with doing stupid moves. And that's a stupid move I just did. Okay? You know, is it going to go back up through? You know, this is where I could start chasing, and I better not, because if I start chasing this, it becomes even more stupid, okay? And I don't even want to add to it, all right? Literally, this is where when I do this, it usually will go up, and then, I gotta tell you, this is thinking that happens where you say you're chasing a falling knife, okay? And even if I don't do dollar cost averaging downward, but I don't get out, it's like I'm being a bag holder, okay? And why do we do this? We do this because we want to fix it and we don't want to be wrong. So instead of being right to get out at this moment, we end up holding on, and then it just fails even more. Then what happens sometimes is it reverses, okay? And then you go, oh, in your mind you think it reversed enough that you can just keep it, okay? Meaning keep doing this behavior. But ultimately, this behavior will cause you to lose your account, okay? Right now we're down 225 in that one account. Now if I add to this, I run the risk, and it's a real risk, that instead of 200, it becomes 500, then it becomes 1,000, and then it becomes whatever, right? It's just stupid. So one of the things that you can do is, because you know that this was going up ultimately, if you have the ability to not add to this and not do anything, you can hold this for the next move up, but then you have to get out whatever that top is, even if you're at a loss, okay? So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay? So we're at 108, 120, 108. We're basically playing at 100, right? And my thinking is because this is the first move up, that there's going to be one more move going up past this. But if I can't be adding to this number, and I don't want to be like selling and then adding again, thinking that I'm at the low, because then what happens is it's a different topic. You then start chasing the market, and if you start chasing it, it means literally you're behind the curve of thinking that the market makers have. For instance, the market makers, when you chase, it's like the market makers have a lead on your nose, like a stockyard animal when you lead the horse around. That's what happens when you keep buying and selling. They keep moving you up and down with that lead, and ultimately, if you're in a corral, they got the whip out and they're whipping you a little bit as you now run around in a circle of losses. Okay? Alright, so this got down right here. It's now 285 down. Okay? Now the question becomes, am I now going to be considered like a bag holder right here? Should I just take this $200 loss? I want to see it go up first. That's my goal, but if it drops down past this candle here, meaning these, I guess I got to get out. Is the only thing, right? I almost have to. This is where ultimately people put their stop loss, is like a couple points below this, like 21,800 or something close to it. Okay? And yet that represents a $500 loss in this particular account here, which is dumb. So what are we learning from this, right? What we're learning is once it starts to range like this after the big candle, just get out and go to small size. Okay? You have to end up recovering this just simply over a period of time, over the next trading session is what it looks like at that point. If you don't hold on to this and expect this to go up. Okay? So here we are at 21,830. Okay? And now it's going up a little bit. So at the low there, we're about $500 down. Okay? Now, what gets you here is this is where this can range. And when this ranges like this, as it goes back up, it's also a place where you're being led by your nose. Okay? Around that corral as you chase price. Okay? We literally have to wait for this to go back up through there and just get out. Okay? Or you treat it like a stop loss where we're at something like this, right? And here's my 30% threshold. Haha. So, we're going to lose the account when it reaches 30% there, I guess, is what it is. We're doing beta testing, by the way, for the wealth charts here. So these are all indications of I should have got out right here, right? So when we do this, it's like saying, hey, if we're approaching this lower level here, that's where we should just get out. Like instead of having the stop loss here, we can shorten the stop loss by having it up here. How many of you guys do that, right? And how do I know? How do I really know what people do? Okay, so this is the temptation, right? It's going up. Oh, I'm going to sell and buy again at a lower price. Okay, and that's great if it actually goes up all the way, but often it just doesn't. Now the other thing you can do is you can make a decision that once it approaches like something like this, that might be as low as high as it's going to get temporarily, and you could just get out and call it good. Or you can wait for this to go up into the cloud, and then when it reverses again, get out if you're making a decision. But I guess it's feeling too. If you believe, right, it's not going to approach this anytime soon, and you don't want to keep holding it. So here we are, we're ranging, and we guess it's going to range back upward. So yeah, this is an interesting day, it doesn't really, affect me so much. I mean, I'm making this judgment, right? Okay, I'm doing this, but I don't think I should because it's going to jump up. But hey, so this is the paper trading, and here's the accounts. So we're up, we're down $150 there, right? And then for the day, we're up on the average $92 for all these accounts, kind of. Okay? So, the goals here are that you need to think like, hey, what are you going to do when? Okay, so wait, before we talk about that, this is where possibly I should have gotten out right here and then waited for it to approach us again and then buy 5 again. Okay, but I didn't. So we're going to hold it again and see what happens, because this might just drop now. So anyway, back to that, right? What was I saying? I don't really remember. But the idea behind this is, first and foremost, you're going to have to do this long enough that your emotions, it's not like they're in check. You still have the feelings. So far I can't get away from that. But what I'm finding out usually is, as my emotions, I'm either getting less and less emotional, which means I should be getting out also, or I'm becoming more and more emotional, which means I should be getting out. So when you become super emotional, it means you're making bad decisions, or you're doing FOMO, but it's going up and you're feeling great, or it's going like crazy terrible, you're feeling terrible, I gotta then do FOMO again, but FOMO for making a fix happen. And then what happens on the other side of it is you just don't have emotions, and then you are doing, like, you're being complacent. So my fear is I'm not going to, I'm going to be complacent here, and I'm just going to let this drop down through, and then it becomes like, oh, you just lost so much money, it's ridiculous. However, the good thing that's saving me on this, and we start telling ourselves, like, why are we doing this, right? It's still a bad trade, right? So why am I staying in this, And it's because I believe that this is going to go back up through here at least one more time. And this is why they're going to get you, so to speak, because my bias could be completely wrong, okay? This could be literally just dropping, and never, ever recover, okay? We're at 43 points, from the high there. I mean, from where we entered, okay? We entered about 21, 870, right? So now we're at 24. We got to basically move up 50 points, right? And how's that going to happen, Okay, so once it gets down to here, one question's like, should we just buy here and wait for it to go up, or should we wait for this to go down and then, like buy some crazy amount? Like right now we've got 5, right? I'm tempted to do, more than that. Okay, so here it's going down. I'm pretty sure it's reached its low. This is where I could be totally wrong, right? You know what wrong is? Wrong is wrong. Okay, so I'm going to reverse. I'm going to flatten this, and I'm going to rebuy, or should I? But I definitely did flatten this. Okay. So is it going to really just drop now, down through? And the answer probably is yeah. It'll probably drop down through. Okay? That's probably what it looks like it's going to do. Okay? So why did I do that? It's because I'm down past this candle here. Okay, the low of this candle. And then we ask ourselves, is this going to go up right now? Well, here's the thing, right? This is where you can practice doing serious FOMO. And then you overbuy. So I can overbuy here, right? And then I'm like this. Oh, I'm just going to hold on to it, but I don't want to. But that's the problem you're running into. This literally could just drop, and now I'm down another 1,000, right? Now I'm down 500. Dumb, right? So I'm going to flatten this. That's what I think I should do here. And then I'm going to lose this account because I'm doing stupid moves. So this is us buying again as it's going down. An example of just stupid. Okay, so they're reversing, but just because it reversed doesn't mean it was smart. And also we don't know if it's going to go up above our buy point. Okay? Okay, they're trying to move it up through. Alright, so is it going to go up past 500, or do we have to like get out and then do it again? We probably have to get out and do it again, because that's the way it normally works. Okay? And then really, should we? Not, should we be at 25? Probably not. However, what I'm going to do is trade copier 1, right? Because it went up like that, I'm questioning, are they going to go up again on the next one? And should I do all of them, right? We're at a new level here, I assume, okay? Break a structure, I assume. And they're going to try and go up again, I guess, but it's going to be short term most likely because this is definitely a downtrend. They're just going to drop it, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say that they're going to go back up on this candle again, okay? And now I'm going to do all the accounts with 1, right? And I'm going to buy again, okay? And so that's all of them at 1, right? And now we're up 64, 74, whatever, 195 on the main account, right? So they want to see it going up. Hopefully it'll go up. Okay, so we're up at, okay, we're proving that we're up at like $350 or thereabout. We flattened everything. Okay? And now what's happening, right, is, this is all down, so this likely this is going to go down, right? But for the first couple, it's going up and down, and then it's going to break out of this at some point to go up. It's going to break down through this to go down more. And what we saw here, right, was when it approached this, and I was at this candle here, I'm saying to myself, hey, we're at the low, right? So it's going to range a few. So I take advantage of the ranging that's happening. So now what's going to happen is I'm saying it's probably going to sell. Now I'm only doing one account here, okay? But I'm going to sell here, and I could be really, really wrong, okay? Like wrong is wrong, okay? I didn't sell because it went to a new, it flipped the minutes. It's 10:31 actually. So are we into, let's buy, right? The reason we're doing that is because we're guessing that at 10:31 or thereabout, there might be a lot of buyers coming in because we got a big candle here. And then the question becomes, are the market makers going to sell this here, or are they going to let this go up through? And I still didn't buy yet because it's just, and then you end up missing the move because it just crept upward, right? And then we're like, so I'm not in the market at this point, okay? I question if it's going to go up through, okay? So, okay, we're at 9:32. What's it going to do? Okay? So we are going to sell, it looks like. Nope. We're in a new range. Wait. That printed and printed again. Is that what that did? Alright, so we're going back down through here again. Okay? And so it's $12, right? And it becomes, and this is just on the one account, okay? So I'm going to flatten this at $20 because, hey, it's pretty low as it is. And I've got 20 seconds left for them to change their mind. So they are changing their mind a little bit. Maybe. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look here. We're going to see how bad we look. Okay? Alright. So here with the number one account, I guess, or what are we looking at here? I'm looking for my lead account. Okay, so on our lead account we're up $100, and everything else we're basically up $100 for the day. Okay, and what we're always trying to do is now, you end up with the only way to say this, right? You could like stay here and actually be successful just making moves all day long. But then what occurs is you end up not like living your life outside of staring at this screen. And basically, I'm about ready to say goodbye to you all. And it's not like I have like some serious plan today to do something, but that's the point of it, is I don't need a plan. I can just wait for the phone to ring. I have another business that I do, and then go do quotes and what have you, and make a go of it. All right, so what I'm going to do here, right, is one thing that's going to happen here is I'm going to do this, and I'm going to actually do 5, right, with a buy. I'm going to wait for this to go up to this cloud a little bit. It looks like it's going to do that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But this is where I'm saying, hey, I just got to get out at this point, okay? And I really am, because that's just the way it's going to have to work. So we're down $17. It's trying to go up through the cloud. And then I'm going to flatten it out and call it done. Okay, I'm up $10. Shoot. I missed getting out. Is it going to hold? I've got 53 seconds left. Okay, it's going to fail probably. Shoot. I want it to be up. That's me screwing up right there. Okay? But it looks like it's going to go up through the cloud again, because it's a slow climb upward, it looks like. But God, what if it's not? Because I'm at 10:35. Alright, so it's going to go up through, and then I want to be done. See, I'm screwing up when I'm screwing. Okay, there's $20 more, $15 more. Alright, so you see how this move made? I'm like down, 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 and I'm saying to myself, hey, look, I'm down below this enough that it's a small candle range here, and it probably will go up, okay? And that's what I was, making this judgment on. All right, So we're going to call that done. A little bit of what we saw when we were down here, okay? And what did we see? We were like tempted here, right? We were down below here, and we were tempted at that moment to say, it was about right here, right? We were tempted to say, hey, we're just going to sell, but this was the little mini move up that allowed me to recover, okay? And this is what I was waiting for, was this. And, you know, at some point, you have to like just make judgments on what you think is your judgment on what it is your level of, I'm going to say pain, okay? Like, I felt pain going down through here, pain, lots of pain, right? But I'm holding out for being at the low here, and then it's going to do a little mini reversal here, okay? And then I did put size on here, but I know that at this point, my doing this is just a, well, I know it's going to probably go down again, and it did right here. I mean, doesn't it always go down after that, you know, opening, and after the, you know, after it does the first move back up? Like, I don't know what the time is here, buddy. But, where's the time at? Oh yeah, I gotta move this up. Okay, so here's this 10:07, right? So we know at like 9:30, you know, we were just moving up, okay? And while it's moving up, I'm trying to be at super small size, but at the same time here, I had to reset the account, okay? Even though it was going up probably right here, I think I had to reset the account, okay? And the reason is because, you know, my performance was poor right here, okay? I know that once it starts like hitting these big wicks here, and it's trying to approach this, it means it's going to actually not recover with one or two, and then it's going to take forever to recover down here, okay? So I reset, screwed around here with just one contract for the most part, but really down here with more than one, and then recovered, okay? But the main thing here is I'm only using one, mostly one account through here while it's going through this cloud. So try to do that, okay? When you're doing this trade copying, basically you have. It's easy to say your job is to not take too much risk on, but how do you know you're not taking too much risk on? Well, if you're in the cloud, right? That means it's going up and down, right? This is the trend. Here now it's doing change of character basically. Here, if you're going to trade this, do just one, right? And get in and out as you can just scalp, okay? Here, when it gets to this point, right? You know, I put on big size and lost the account, okay? Because here I'm saying, oh look, it's just going to go up, but I didn't get out because it just went flipped up and down, okay? All right, enough for the day. Tomorrow's a new day. Talk with you all then.